We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
We're working out of the gun. Mariota.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Steelers, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They'll run with McFarland.
They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
5-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
It's a big play there for Baltimore.
A gain of
52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Down Steelers.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11 now.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Raven 1st down.
off of play action. Tagovailoa. Brown has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tucker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now we'll run with McFarland. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Anthony McFarland.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Short yardage, Mariota. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
first down. Richard, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Richard, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They'll run here with McFarland.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Running with McFarland.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On first down, Tagovailoa. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Steelers. 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's McFarland.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
7 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Ravens.
Tua now on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 56 the mark, boy, 56.
On the give, this is McFarland. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
McFarland, the ball.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Check 31, check 31. Shoot. 1.
Again, McFarland. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Trying to power it ahead with one. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, Richard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, it's McFarland. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. McFarland once more. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with McFarland. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Richard on the toss. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved. To a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 24, Ravens 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Inches.
Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Baltimore.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Richard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
49-yard attempt.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.